There are nearly 1 million motorcyclists in Great Britain, and thousands of them belong to motorcycle clubs. As well as taking part in the social side of club life, they ride in road races, in trials, scrambles and hill climbs. But many of them are more interested in events for standard road machines, events like the National Rally, which can be won or lost before you start. The object of a rally is to gain points by visiting controls and covering an exact number of miles in a set time. Experts like Jack Walton often reject 20 or 30 routes before they find their ideal. But planning isn't everything. There's the machine as well. The capacity of the machine that's used isn't really important as long as it's reliable and well prepared. Walton's won the rally twice on 125 machines. This he did by steady riding, by thinking of every eventuality, and by checking and double-checking his maintenance and schedules until they were perfect. On the day, you must first travel to the starting control of your chosen route, and when you're after maximum points, it may be a long way from your home. DJ Brown of the Innsworth Club decides to set off from Stratford-on-Avon, and it's here that he hands over his check card to the control steward for the first of many time stamps. Once you're on your way, a well-planned route pays really big dividends, for you must visit a different control every 50 miles. If you're driving a combination, your job's a lot easier, for your passenger can not only look after the map reading, but can also take a turn on the bike, and that's a big help. But there's a great deal to be said for doing the job on your own, and a lot of people like it that way, although if you want to, you can take a pal on the back. In fact, one of the great attractions of the rally is that you can do what you like. It's entirely a go-as-you-please event. Even if you're just after an easy run, you can still win an award, for certificates of merit are given for mileages right down to 175. But as the controls tick by and cheery officials send you on your way, you realize that you're certainly seeing the country, enjoying the spirit of competition, and generally getting the most out of being a motorcyclist. In this Jubilee year of the Autocycle Union, which organizes the rally, what a tragedy that the weather was so bad. For mile after mile, hour after hour, competitors had to contend with very bad conditions, and their first sight of the final control at Weston-super-Mare is a bleak and empty, wind-swept promenade. Slowly they come in, sidecars and solos, from all over England, Scotland and Wales. And as the morning wears on, their numbers increase so much that mobile police are needed to assemble them on the beach lawn. And they aren't all modern machines either. Eric Kennard, for instance, rides this 1913 Bat. When the finishers reach the paddock at Weston, their first job is to check their route cards. During his 21-hour ride, Walton visited 30 controls in 525 miles to gain the maximum marks and victory. As the 0 hour for closing the final control grows nearer, the stream of finishers steadily increases until the paddock is almost overflowing. All of them are glad to get off their bikes, to have a rest, a chat with their friends, and a last look at their card before checking in. And with all the details entered, in goes the card for the last time. Riders who are after the highest marks have their cards stamped when the control closes at 11 o'clock, for this ensures that they haven't exceeded the maximum average speed of 25 miles per hour. And now, with a special program of entertainment arranged for the afternoon, comes a chance to relax. A chance to get those wet clothes off and, best of all, to get some sleep. That then is the National Rally, a competition for the ordinary chap on the ordinary machine, and a fine introduction to one's fellow riders and the fun of motorcycle sport.